Is it our leopard tonight? Hi, mother-in-law.
Port Lockroy is a natural harbour on Goudier Island. It was discovered in 1904 and named after Edward Lockroy, a French politician and Vice President of the Chamber of Deputies, who assisted Jean-Baptiste Charcot in obtaining government support for his French Antarctic expedition. The harbour was used for whaling between 1911 and 1931. During World War II, the British military established the Port Lockroy base on the island, and it continued to operate as a British research station until 1962. In 1996, the base was renovated and is now a museum and post office operated by the United Kingdom Antarctic Heritage Trust. It's designated as Historic Site number 61 under the Antarctic Treaty and is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Antarctica. Proceeds from the small souvenir shop fund the upkeep of the site and other historic sites and monuments in Antarctica. Its museum displays food rations used by early explorers, and there's a cookbook there giving recipes for stewed penguin. Unfortunately, ice conditions at Port Lockroy made a landing by Zodiac impossible. The landing point was filled with icebergs blocking all access. It just goes to show that in Antarctica you have to expect the unexpected. Ironically, 2 hours after our ship left the port, the icebergs had blown away and access became possible, but by that time it was too late for us to return. So our afternoon was taken up with more Zodiac cruising and looking at the scenery and wildlife from a distance. A bit disappointing, but that's Antarctica. Look at this ice formation behind you.
Oh, I know, sure. It's really cool.
Used to be a whaling station. Oh.
Because it's also very protected from the iceberg. See, there is a chain over there in the rocks.
Yes. Yeah. Oh.
Ah, yeah, right.
It's probably being used by the whalers.
Not really.
It was impossible to go to the landing place that we are allowed, and over there is the head of a whale.
Skeleton.
Could be a whaleway station here, do you think? Could be a whaleway station here, do you think? Hey, there's a boat. Stunning scenery, more stunning scenery, and more stunning scenery. But here's a question. What accounts for the different colours of the ice that we see in all these pictures? A lot of people on the ship asked that question, and what surprised me was that our resident geologist on the ship didn't actually know the answer. But I did. I studied that stuff years ago. The resident geologist on the ship thought that the variations of blue in an iceberg was due to the different ages of the iceberg, but that simply is not true. The normal colour of ice in a glacier is blue, and sometimes a slight greenish blue, and occasionally ice can be colourless and clear, as it is in an icicle. The colour of ice is an inherent one. In other words, it's not due to reflection of a blue sky or a blue sea, because on a very dark overcast day with no reflections, icebergs can still show a bluish colour. However, the blue can be enhanced by such a reflection. The colour in an iceberg has to do with how ice transmits white light by the process of scattering by atoms, molecules and impurities within the ice, not due to reflection on the surface of the ice. White light consists of many wavelengths of energy. The shorter wavelengths are absorbed, thus heating and melting the ice, but the fastest ones, blue and violet, are transmitted back to our eye. Ice forms by accumulation of snow in piles that are white because of the abundance of air between the flakes. Air scatters all wavelengths, thus snow is white. Hey, who's turning the volume down? It's only after the snow recrystallises into ice caps that we press up the ground and flow down. Party, party, party. That evening we had a barbecue. Having a barbecue in 1.4 degrees is an experience itself. The food comes out hot, but after a few minutes it freezes, so your hot bread gradually turns to concrete and your sausage becomes frozen solid. So the technique here is to eat quickly and not talk too much. I think for some people that would be impossible and they'd starve. There was also a hat competition as well. That evening, as we were leaving Port Lockroy, we struck an iceberg. It looks like the ship's designers learned something from the Titanic experience, and we continued to sail through the night and arrive at Deception Island the next morning.